Hi guys, it's Nikki with Nikki Speaks, and I am back with another video. We will be addressing and getting into Cardi B and Stefon Diggs, their drama. We'll be talking about Meg Thee Stallion's fans and how they're bullying GloRilla. We'll get into that, but before we do, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, let's jump right into this Cardi B and Stefon Diggs drama. So you would have to be living under a rock not to know that Stefon Diggs and Cardi B are in some sort of relationship. They have a newborn child together, and at the very least, they are baby mama and baby daddy. And listen, there is always talk surrounding anything that Cardi does. For some reason, Cardi is always going to be the talk of the internet. You have a lot of people analyzing their relationship, saying, hey, he doesn't really like her. He's not that into her. And listen, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors with those two or with any of these celebrities for that fact. But I do have to say, I am giving the whole situation a side eye after Stefon's recent press conference. So Cardi B recently took to her Instagram story. She went live. She has expressed how anxious she is, how her anxiety is on another level when he plays because he definitely wants this. This is the closest he's ever been to a Super Bowl, so she understands what this means to him. So she's always anxious whenever she's in attendance at a game or when she's watching a game. Well, she went live and watched his last game. It was a championship game against the Texans, and a lot of commentators really had the Texans favored over the New England Patriots to win this game. And so this is what Cardi had to say during her live. This is her cheering Stefon on, but this is also what she had to say to those naysayers.
Welcome down! Welcome down! Welcome down! Welcome down! In the name of Jesus! Welcome down! What are y'all talking about? Nothing! Nothing!
So as you can see, Cardi was on 1,000. Okay, that was her celebrating the win. That was her celebrating Stefon Diggs getting a touchdown. And that was also at the very end, that was her message to the naysayers. And to take things even further, as you can see, Cardi actually quoted a tweet from the Sports Center team, the cast, the crew, the individuals who actually had the Texans favored over the Patriots. She quoted them with that video that you just saw, asking them, what are you talking about? Okay, listen, 10 toes down behind her man, her baby daddy. She's 10 toes down. And don't let this go over your head either. She captioned her tweet, they don't believe in us. I like us. We all we got. We all we need. Hashtag Pets Nation. Listen, that is the exact same quote. That is the exact same mantra that her boo, her baby daddy, her boyfriend, whatever you want to call him, that he chants and that he instills in the players for every pregame ritual. So listen. However, let's take a listen at Stefon Diggs talking about Cardi B, his appreciation for her, and also responding to one of the reporters asking him what he thought about her support and her recent videos in support of the New England Patriots and their win.
Videos from Cardi, her reactions to the Patriots winning. Are you enjoying those?
It's cool. I got to holler at her about one recently, but it's cool though. I just appreciate the support. She's been an amazing supporter of just me and the Patriots. She wasn't a football girl before I converted her over, but I'm just thankful to have her in my corner. She's an amazing woman, and continue to build that relationship. I don't talk too much about my personal life, but she's an amazing woman. I just appreciate her, and hopefully I can build on that, and I guess watch that tree grow.
So, listen, that was his response. And I won't even get into the internet discourse surrounding he doesn't like her, he's not into her, that man can't stand her. Listen, I won't get into any of that. I won't even get into the PR discourse because there's a lot of people saying that the relationship is for PR. Listen, PR makes absolutely no sense. PR is to promote one or both of the individuals involved. And listen, he's hanging around for a reason. There's no way, as Stefon Diggs, that I would continue to hang around with all of this negative press that he's getting. I mean, we've never shone a light on his personal business like this before. Now we know every single one of his baby mamas. We know about all of his transgressions. He has cases after cases that are coming out since being with Cardi. That's not PR. So he is with her for a reason. However, his response to me was very telling. To the two things that stood out to me was the fact that it was more or less, we're going to definitely have to tone some things down. So I don't think that he was overly excited about the video. I think that he loves her support, but there's a certain way that he wants her to support him. And then the other thing is the building and just kind of building the relationship. I think that they've been dating, according to Cardi, for a year. And if that is the case, I'm going to be frank. In my experience, it doesn't take a year for a man to know that you're the one. It does not take that long at all. And the talk around a man talking about a woman that he knows is the one is a little bit different from that. So that's just my opinion. I would love to see her focusing on herself. You can still, I'm not saying that she has to drop her dude or drop her man or drop her baby daddy, even stop messing with them. I'm just saying I would like to see her more focused on what she has going on and just kind of focusing on that. And then everything else is just kind of as, kind of in the back and not at the forefront. That's just my opinion on things though. You guys let me know what you think and we're going to keep things moving. So let's go ahead and get into this Meg Thee Stallion and GloRilla discourse. So as we know, they were pretty good friends, pretty cool friends. They were on tour together, and recently that has changed. There was something I'm assuming that happened behind the scenes that kind of bled a little bit into the media's forefront, which kind of caused a shift. But we do know, or we can only assume that they aren't as cool as they used to be. They may even be beefing to a certain extent. Well, this is also kind of bled into the fan bases. So recently, GloRilla has been pretty open about her having a nose job as well as I think having a boob job. I think those are the two things that she's admitted to, but she has shown us her journey in the gym to kind of attribute to her gains elsewhere. So that's what I will say, and I will leave it there. I will also say that, in my opinion, Glow looked great before. She looks great now. I don't see where the changes that she has made to her face, the rhinoplasty, I don't think that it makes her look botched. I don't think it makes her look crazy. I think she looks great. I think that she looked great before too. Some people have really unique features, and those unique features can work for you or against you. Another person I feel like have really unique features that work for them is Holly Bailey. She's gorgeous to me, but she does have features that are not just strong, but they are very unique. The wide set eyes, the large eyes. So, I said all of that to say that I think that Glow is beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. With that being said, she posted some pictures recently of her in Japan. And listen, Meg the Stallion's fans were not here for it. Remember, Meg and Glow are beefing. I haven't seen them outwardly beefing where they've addressed each other, but for some reason, now Meg's fans do not like GloRilla. I think that this started when Glow actually outperformed her last album, outperformed Meg. It debuted higher in terms of the number of sales. And that's when I kind of saw a shift in the fan base. But that's just my opinion. You guys let me know what you think about that. But GloRilla posted this picture of herself in Japan, and she looks good in the picture to me. And this is what fans had to say. So one Meg the Stallion fan page says, "Wanna be LOL," and as you can see here, this is what another one says. And so they are pretty much saying that GloRilla is copying Meg's style because, as you know, Meg was in Japan. I think it was last year shooting her Never Play, or maybe it was the year before shooting that video. But she's very engulfed in that culture. Glow even posted another video of herself without lashes, saying no lash moment. It's one where she's extremely natural. Of course, we know natural doesn't include no type of augmentation because she does have a breast job or breast augmentation as well as a rhinoplasty, which is a nose job, but she's pretty natural. She doesn't have any makeup on, it appears. There's no lashes. She looks great in my opinion. One person that looks like it is a Meg Thee Stallion fan replied to that particular post or that video and said she real ASF, because if I was her, as soon as that first check hit, I would have had my ugly ASS on that surgery table. Listen, we are actually calling GloRilla ugly. Like, we're using that word for GloRilla. And so there's so many captions and posts about the images and the videos that she's posted in the last couple of days that are the exact same as that, pretty much calling her ugly, pretty much talking about her features, talking about how she's trying to bite off of Meg Thee Stallion. She's trying to turn herself into Meg Thee Stallion. And so, listen, Glow was not having it. She took to Instagram, she took to Twitter, I'm sorry, and she was pretty much letting the girls know that she is not going to be bullied. And this is what she had to say. Glow said, so did any of you HOs get a raise for trying to figure out why a B looked so beautiful yesterday? Rent paid, anything? Or y'all really just that mad that a B gorgeous for free? Let me know in the comments. So listen, Glow said, I am not the one. I know that I am beautiful. I'm standing 10 toes down. And listen, I think that she's beautiful. Meg's beautiful. Whether or not she's trying to quote Meg Thee Stallion fans and other people, destiny swap with Meg Thee Stallion. Listen, I don't know anything about that. I just know both ladies are beautiful, and to be attacking looks is just beyond crazy to me. So that's my opinion. You guys let me know what you think down in the comment section, and I will talk to you guys on the next video.